What's going on, tankers? Hope you guys have had a good day. If not, well, you can watch a video, I guess. So today we're going to be looking at the Tier 8 Project Marat. Now normally I typically free XP straight to the Tier 10 because, for example, like if you go over to the Soviet line, see on the 100 LT, you don't get Tracer Shells, which is the big mechanic of the tank line, until Tier 9. Personally, I don't really play Tier 9 tech trees too often, because it's kind of just simply a worse version of the Tier 10. So, but since on this line it's a little different, starting at Tier 7, it's the exact same like kind of playstyle, all the way up to Tier 10, which is the Project Marat. But I want to try out something new today. We're gonna looking to do some live battles, but you might notice something a little different here. Everything, like nothing. There's like nothing. The only thing I have is calibrated and some consumables. I'd have to be crazy not to use those, right? Okay, so now we're pretty much bare bones stock. And here to just confirm, you can see I have zero experience. I've never played this tank before. All the lower modules possibly. And you know what, just to prove it, we can actually go here to the tank, look at the stats, and we have zero, like everything's just zero. All the stats are zeroed out. Now I'm sure there are videos like this, people who try it, they do this tank with literally like nothing, like no camo, you know, no consumables, no provisions, and then like I don't know, maybe stock ammo. I haven't. I mean, obviously, gotta have to have ammo to shoot the gun, you know. But we can go over a bit over the tank real quick, even though it's stock. It's pretty much the same playstyle. So it is a double shot auto loader, and as you can see, the stock gun is 1900 DPM, which is okay for tier 8. It's actually pretty good. Let's see, the reload time is 11.8 seconds. The entry clip between shells is 2.4. And as I said, it's 2 shells. There you can see the penetration values, and you can see the alpha of 225. When shot to both shell shot will deal around 450 damage, depending on whether you're high roll or low roll. So that's pretty good. 8 degrees of gun depression is also quite good considering the armor, which I'll actually just show the armor to you guys, I believe. So let's do that. Okay, so here's the armor profile for the Airrack 105 Proto, which is the Tier 8 Project Marat. As you can see, it's like no armor. As you can see, the lower plate is like 90% of the tank, and it looks like it's backwards because the lower plate is just simply that big. It looks like a boat, but it's 105, 100 millimeters thick. If you're really wondering if the lower plate is 162, but I wouldn't even bother depending on the lower plate because this is just so massive here, you know. And you can see the upper plate is only 40 millimeters thick, but with the angle that it's at, it's actually quite strong, around 200 millimeters thick on flat ground. But this tank, it's not ideal on flat ground. You want to play it more into the hold down position, and as you can see, this tank has 8 degrees of gun depression. You know, it's not 8 degrees all the way around. As you can see, you can go like all the way over to the sides, but as soon as you go to this corner here, that's when it starts to go up, and it goes to about 7 around the rear, I believe. If you can get it tilted around. Yeah, you see it goes at 7. But I mean, how often are you aiming over the rear, hold down in a tank? It's just not going to happen, you know? So let's go back over to the front here. Go back to the front position. Go back down to 8 degrees. As you can see with the barrel looking at you, just if you if you can somehow hide this massive lower plate, even hold down. The only really weak spots are obviously the cheeks. The mantlet will be kind of troll, especially with spaced armor and stuff. You see the hatch will be another fairly weak point, but majority of the time, actually people will probably just be aiming to the right side because they'll see more gray on this side than the left side. So that'll be something to keep in mind. You might, when you're aiming at something, just kind of tilt your turret a little bit to you or to your left, and that might cause them to, shoot a shell, and then they're expecting to hit the cheek, but then you turn your mantlet and it hits your mantlet, and they just mess up. So that's something to keep in mind. But as you can see, this tank doesn't have quite much to show for armor. And as you can see on the sides here, yeah, you're gonna get HE spammed with it. Rear, nothing. Yeah. So yeah, pretty easy even between the track wheels. I believe that's about it for this armor. However, in the games you will see you can get some bounces from it if people just don't know what they're doing or their gun trolls them. So let's break into that. Okay, now that I've shown you guys the armor profile, let's just try jumping into some games. So this is essentially a tech tree version of the BC Barask, which is a very strong performing tier 8 collector medium. It's also another double shot tank in this 300 alpha, and it's really good because in 2 seconds you deal 600. In fact, look, it's right there next to me. So I'm just the tech tree version. Obviously, I have the lower modules, so it's gonna be worse. And I literally have nothing on this tank besides like calibrated, so that tank will probably outperform me. But we'll see what we can do. So those games were just simply horrible. I played, I believe, what, 5 or 6 games? Yeah, 6. I did win one of them, but it wasn't really much. But the teams are they're just horrible right now. That's all I can say about it. Is it's generally hurting my brain here. See, I did 1200 on the win. I didn't really contribute much to the team, but it was just an awkward situation is what I was in. See, on Fort Despair, I only got one clip out, and it low rolled, as you can... Actually, no, it high rolled, sorry. That's because my team just doesn't really work together. I don't know why the tier 8 teams are just really bad right now. They don't really work together. It seems like they just kind of... I don't know how to explain it. They just stare. They don't really punish people for making misplays. Whereas in tier 10, the teams actually work together more, it seems like. I don't know why. But we're going to go to Port Bay, see what we can do. Try to do less complaining. And we're down tier. It wouldn't be so bad if there weren't 5 tier 9s and I'm a completely stocked tank with no camo. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do about this. Yeah. If it's not giving me bad teammates, it's just giving me straight up unfair matchups, I guess. I'm just trying to try out something new to have a little fun. And of course I have always the half AFK medium when you start a game, and that's just typical, I don't know why. Whenever I play mediums and light, specifically only me, then mediums are always like AFK for the first 10 seconds for some reason. And you can see we're getting shot by the tier 9 Project Murat. Not much we can do about that. We're just gonna have to sit and wait. Hopefully our team goes this way, because this is the way that you go on the map to win. If you go down, it's usually a loss unless you're playing against a bad team. So we just spotted the T-30. We know the tier 9's up here somewhere, so we're going to be careful about that. We do see our teams in there supporting that middle section, so the Luis just got spotted there. We're going to see if we get some crossfire into this T-30, and we do. We got 1 shell and maybe 2 shells. We do get 2 shells. They were both low rolls, but hey, something at the end of the day, I guess. The Luis is backing off, and T-30 is pretty much dead, so I'm assuming their town is going far corner over that way, and it does look like they are. As you can see, there's already a M103 on this side, on our side of the map, pretty much. So we're just going to see if we can come back and support this T-54 in the Leo. Their captain base, that's just not really going to work. They're just kind of wasting time. Especially since it looks to be the mouse. He's supposed to be the meat shield. Can't do much about this M103 frontally, so I might have made a misplay here. I can't really get him from the side either, where he's at too easily. We're just going to roll over. He might be staring at me, that's whatever. Let's see. Let's see if we can get around. Is M103's over here? Oh, he wants me. That's why. That's why he's over here. Hang on, let's use our stock engine to get out of here. Yeah, okay. I mean, if it isn't bad teams or unfair matchups, it's tunneling, you know? I mean, come on. Come on. Look at that, he died to get 1 shot into me. Like, what is that, bro? What is that? 53 TP did just shoot. Let's see if we can get to this Luis, potentially. We get 1 shot into him. Let's see if we can get anything in this T-32, potentially, in his lower plate, maybe? And we do, for 208. As you can see, with the upper plate at the angle we're at, we do get bounces fairly easy where we're at. We're only at 850 damage, but, well, stock tank, tier 8, can't complain too much. We're see if we can get anything as 53 TP. We might not be able to, and we don't. We're just gonna reload. No point in really holding on to 1 shell, and I'm stuck on a body. We could have hit the mouse chan, but we're just gonna go for the Hori. Okay, he did just shoot, so he can't shoot us back for, well, like 4 more seconds. And, wow, that's a bit of lag. We're just gonna back up. Not exciting gameplay, but it's probably the best that I've gotten so far, so I'll have to share it anyway. As you can see, we only did how much damage? Like 1,400, maybe 1,200 at most. Let's see. Yeah, we did 1,500. Nothing major. Let's try and get into a second game. Okay, guys, we're in our second game, and we're at Vineyards, which is a pretty decent map. Takes a little bit more skill on this map. Okay, so we've got a T-44, and we're going against a Bulldog, Charlemagne, and a... sorry, the Lorraines are, mediums, I believe, down in this tier. And they're both platoon, and I'm pretty sure those are auto-loading mediums, so, I mean, that's going to be very fun. 2 clip vehicles in a platoon, I mean, there's no skill about that. You just target one plane and you shoot and you win the game. Let's see if we can do anything to stop that from happening. So there's the M41. We can HEM, but we're just not going to chance it. Feeded back. Now that thing has a very quick reload, so he's going to keep poking like that. We're just going to stop right about here. And, yep, there's the Lorraine and the mill. I mean, I don't know what the mill's doing over here. I simply don't understand. He should be on middle hill right there, because if he just goes to middle hill and plays hold down, there's literally nothing anybody can do about it. Let's just see if we can get a shell in this 41, but we can't. Let's see if we can get anything to Lorraine. We get 1 shell, look at getting 2 possibly, and now we're going to back up. That's a good thing about double shots, is you can just bam bam and back up. But that's just putting it, you know, in simple terms, you know. That doesn't include the team and how they play and whatnot. Let's see if we can poke from a different angle potentially. Doesn't really look like it for now. Don't want to be too aggressive. Can we? Okay, let's see, there's the mill. You can see at the lower plate, there's one. He just shot, so he's going to be an entry clip. And there's Lorraine, we can shoot him. So it's pretty good. So we're up to 1,300 damage, which is not too bad too far. Okay, so we have our 4 heavies under the 2 heavies down there, so we're just going to kind of hold these guys as much as we can. And hopefully those heavies down there will win. We are getting shot by who? The Bulldog, and we clear him. We did take quite a bit of damage there, I will not lie, but we did got some damage out in a kill. We're up to 1,800 damage. Our Scorpion just died. That Emil's already blind firing me. He did just back up. Might go ahead and poke forward a little. Let's see if we can get... Let's see, come on. Show your lower plate. No? Oh, there you are. Oh, okay, and then there's the VK-45. Back up, and I only tracked him. Unfortunate. Let's see, this T-44 is pretty much dead. I'm going to see if I can run away. I really doubt I can, but I'm going to just try. Yeah, of course, just leave it to me to run into a pile of dirt. Now, I really hate to leave this guy like this, but it's just better for the situation that I do. Because I think the game would go better if I were to go back towards my heavies and support them, rather than just fight off as long as I can, which would maybe be another clip and then just die. So we're going to look at that. See if the mill potentially pokes. Actually, we're going to back up, see if we can get this Lorraine. Let's see, I don't have the best spotting distance, but there's 1 shell, and there's 2 shells. And we're already up to 2,500 damage nearly, so that's pretty good. This is definitely a better showcase of the potential of this tank, and keep in mind, everything on this tank is stock. I don't have a camo, I don't have provisions, I don't have repair kits. Just keep all that in mind. See if we can spot him. I doubt he'd be there even, yeah. But now it is just the mill and the 45, so we're just gonna kind of push up, honestly. They're capping base, not really sure why. This is just an easy damage clear. Whatever. We're gonna look at see if we can get another, maybe clip or 2. Without dying, hopefully. So we can survive this battle. That would be nice. Let's see, we're gonna just roll up to the rear of him, and potentially clear him. There's 1 shell, and well, that kills him. That was definitely a much better game than the the first game, I would say, and all the other games I played. My team actually played like a team. We did our roles, kind of held off for the heavies while they were overnumbering the other heavies, enemy heavies in town. That's what we did. So we did 2,500 damage, blocked 320. Here's the credits if you really want to see, and here we can take a look at the damage chart. So that's pretty good. I would say I really like this tank, even playing it with like literally nothing. I'm really excited to try out this new tank line, and I'll probably make another video for the Tier 9 too. See you guys.